Yeah, I think it's recorded, brother.
Alright, what's good, y'all? It's another edition of Speak On It. We got a couple extra homies in the house tonight, so y'all know my boy C-Rod and the homie.
Reggie Rich,
The other homie.
Brandon.
Alright, Brandon. We're proper with it. There we go. Alright, today we're going to get on sports, man. It's a lot of topics we need to touch on. We're going to get it popping with it's been a big deal about college athletes. You know they're making a lot of money off these kids, but they're not getting paid. But some people saying they're getting paid education. So we're going to see what the panel think about it. Do you think college athletes should get paid? We start with Chris.
We'll just go around and get everybody's answer, then we could go back in there. I think they should get paid.
Okay.
I mean, I think they should get paid. I mean, a lot of them niggas got kids, multiple kids, you know what I mean? Niggas got to support their kids, you feel me? So shit, I think them niggas should get paid because the colleges, I mean, they profiting a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what was it? Like USC, something like that, just got like 600, well no, like 300 million or something like that.
They get a lot of money off of it.
Exactly. And you want to throw a nigga an $80,000 scholarship? Come on, man.
How you feel about it?
All right, well, honestly, if you're not going to pay the students, you should have some sort of compensation if they get hurt or they don't go pro. I can understand not paying the players that go pro, but at the end of school, as long as they graduate, I think they should be entitled to something.
So when you get into that type of discussion, it always falls back on should they do everybody, like all the student athletes, and then what about the women's sports? I personally think the football and basketball programs generate all that money, and then when they do it like the revenue at the end of the year, and it's like, okay, well, during this period, like Reggie Bush, USC made a bank. And then at the end of the game, like they play a bowl game, and all you getting is a PlayStation 3 and a watch. Then it came up like 300 million off of you based off of the ticket sales and your jersey that you're not even getting nothing on. I think that's, you know what I'm saying? It's like low-key slavery. And then they always talk about, well, you went to school for a $200,000 scholarship that's not guaranteed a job once you graduate, even though you might network to all the alumni and everything like that, that's not guaranteed. So I think, you know, the school is doing a disservice to the student athletes and not really educating them on, you know what I'm saying, like what they can do or putting them in the right lane. They just take the money, and as soon as they get there, they put them on video games, billboards, and all this stuff, and generating all this money. And then at the end of the scholarship, it's just like.
So your solution is at the end of the year, take all the revenue and then give them a percentage.
Yeah.
Okay, but during the season they're gonna be broke.
No, not necessarily. They still get that scholarship stipend, which is, you know what I'm saying, that the average student won't get. But let's be clear that USC is making money for the school, and it is for the whole school. It's just not for the athletic program.
Okay. What you think, Reg?
I mean, basically, I mean, you should.
He been drinking, by the way.
Yes, I have.
It's real TV right here.
Yes, I have. I definitely think they should get paid because, I mean, C-Rod touched on a great point. Like, at the end of the day, like, the school is going to profit $300 million. Now, how much of that are you going to see?
Yeah.
I mean, your face is on billboards. You know what I mean? Your jersey's selling. And at the end of the day, you're going home to stay with moms.
Yeah. On campus. You getting a gang of extra pussy though. Just by being an athlete.
Oh yeah.
You get a gang of females.
I wouldn't know.
So it ain't like they just losing. They go to the local spots. They don't pay for nothing. So they get. It's like they get compensated in other ways. Like the president, he only make what $250,000 a year, but he don't have to pay for shit. That's all pocket money. You know. So you gotta look at the other perks that they get.
Yeah, but you're dealing with people that's from the inner city.
Yeah, they're not affiliated with the school.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could have the quarterback that grew up in Orange County that came from a lot of money that he's not even tripping off of that. But then you got a dude from Dorsey, you know what I'm saying? Single parent home, mom's is making 37, she got like 5 kids, and the school, I'm just saying, and the school is over there making $65 million off of your son, and telling him all he got to do is just go to school, and he'll get suspended if he's talking to Keyshawn Johnson at a local restaurant.
It's another good point. I mean, you got to bring up the fact that if these guys get hurt, that's it. They can't go pro. You break an ankle, break a leg, nobody's going to draft you.
Another thing is, most people don't realize that a scholarship, even though it's say 4 years, is renewed after every year. So it's no guarantee that the school can uphold. They don't have to. So you get hurt, they might give you a scholarship to an incoming freshman. Then they'll tell you that you got to sit out a season. If you don't get right, That's it. You got to come out the pocket for that school that you was never supposed to be at in the first place. And the only reason that you was there because you could sell tickets.
Yeah.
And they not held responsible for that.
I mean, you just a young nigga with a fucked up leg.
Yeah, basically. Working at the local Walmart or something.
The other thing is you can't take. Like, a lot of people don't know that they tell these guys, all right, you come in, you can major in like communication, or you can major in something that's simple, or TV, or something that something. Yeah, you're gonna be a PE coach if you break your leg. So, I mean, if you get hurt, you're going to be some guy, 6'5", 260, 270, working at the bank.
All you got to do is go around Venice Beach. You're going to see a gang of dudes that's like 6'8", 6'7". What you do, dude? I'm over here working at T-Mobile. Not that is wrong, but it's just the fact that how they did it.
Like where they came from.
Hey, this is the other big thing. This is the point you really have to make. Schools are tax-free zones. They don't pay taxes at all.
Yeah, exactly.
So if the school is already profitable, then why is it you're going to take $480 million, what Alabama State made last year or last season?
Yeah.
$480 million that you just split between the people that you're paying. If you can pay a coach $2 million, there should be some percentage set up for the guy who graduates and decides not to go pro.
But see, when they do the whole, not to cut you off, when they do the whole transfer thing, a coach could pick up and leave at the drop of the dime. But if a student want to go to another school, he got to sit out a year. It might affect him.
Yeah.
And he might lose your eligibility.
Eligibility and all that stuff. And it's a penalty towards him when the coach could just pick up and say, fuck it, I don't even want to be here no more. Sign a $7 million contract to go to another school, and the kid is just left to the side like, ain't nobody heard of him no more.
Yeah.
That's true.
Exactly.
And the worst thing is to be a local legend and then a nigga working at a spot where everybody be at. Nigga be personal trainer and 24-hour fitness.
See, that's the same thing. That's the same thing I say. I mean, I've done some small things and some things that were not so small. But you kind of have to keep yourself at the status that you're at. I can't afford to send my kid to a school where she might or might not get kidnapped. That's the things you really got to consider. So if you're a sports agent, people expect you to have money.
That's just like Harold Miner. What happened to that nigga?
Who knows? I know they made a grip lock in Jersey. All right, y'all. That's it for. Oh, y'all want to wrap it up? We're gonna wrap up this segment on the college athletes getting paid. Basically, we came to the conclusion that get a young homies their money. Basically, they need some type of extra pay aside from the scholarships and all that.
Yeah, if you don't pay them every year,
a monthly allowance.
I would do it like this. Like they sending them to a school, they have to graduate or be, you know what I'm saying, like on pace to graduate to get that money at the end of whatever college career that they're gonna have. Now, if you just going to school and you taking bullshit ass classes, then you don't get that money.
I think if you play for 4 years of your entire eligibility
And graduate.
No, even if you don't graduate at 4 years. Yeah, on pace. But if you don't, you should be able to go to that school for free forever.
Yeah.
Like, but what about the niggas that shouldn't be at nobody's college? Niggas should be at motherfucking.
Oh, GPAs?
Yeah, I mean, let's keep it real. You get a scholarship. I mean, you got a 1.3, nigga. You barely passing, B.
Just be happy with what you got. Yeah.
So I mean,
but that's a school.
Hey,
tutors.
Another point I want to make is I think they should all get paid a flat rate. It shouldn't be who's better, because then that's getting way too much other shit when you talk about who deserves what amount. I think just a flat rate, and also depending on what revenue that particular school is making too. Because you can't have, Texas Southern University, my alumni, where they don't make any money off of basketball compared to UCLA or whatever. It don't add up.
But I think you're right, but I think it should be across the board. All schools should make, exactly. All students should make the same amount. If you're going to do that, because then you create, UCLA,
everybody go to one school.
You get 10% of $600 million, you're still good. But if you get 10% of $60,000.
Oh, that's where the main problem lies.
You got one school. Just like the NFL. You take $9 billion and you split it equally. That's the same thing.
But they have a salary cap.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, so
but if you're paying everybody the same, you should pull the money. You should pull all the money, and then based on the pooled amount, that's what we should be looking at. Same thing with baseball.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, let us know what you think. Comments, questions, suggestions, likes, dislikes, whatever. Let us know, and we'll catch you on the next one. Good looking out. All right.
I forgot she went to what's